Welcome, everyone. Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, people.
Say
Hello.
hi. This is, it's okay. It's okay. So this is Chris of Barely Balanced Tarot, right? And he's showing, I'm showing him mine, and I'm hoping that he'll show me his. So.
And I'm hoping I didn't just sign up for something that I didn't.
Well,
we played that game when I was a kid. It was very different.
Really, I don't know of what you are referring, Chris. I'm fine.
Innocent Gerald.
I can be
your
innocent.
Your mustache gives you away.
I can be innocent. It costs extra, but I can be. Well, we've had a lot of activity in chat. Can you see chat on your screen?
Cannot. Do I need to do something about that? Or?
If you click on comments, you should be able to see the chat.
Okay.
I have it set
up. Oh, yeah. Cool. There we are. Okay. I just had to minimize the screen. So.
Yeah. And
cool. Okay.
I have it set up this way. I mean, you can't respond, but you can by all means help me stay focused on everybody. So, and it looks like Scott, Scorpio Moon Tarot, was here first. Hello. And for those of you who don't know, Scott or Scorpio Moon Tarot and I are doing a special live tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, and it's a casual. So we're just chatting. He didn't want to show me his.
Oh, okay.
and I offered to show him mine. So, but he will have nothing to do with it. Nothing. So.
He's just launched or launching a YouTube channel, right?
He has just launched a YouTube channel. So this is great. And so that's tomorrow, and this is great. And Jamie is here. Hello, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
And the lovely Amber the Page. So Amber said that she never seems to get the updates from YouTube until after a live. So she thought she would take control. So, all right. But apparently Scott just wants to know what he's going through tomorrow. That's why he's watching. But it's a different show. It's a different show. So
it'll be a different Gerald tomorrow.
It'll be a completely different Gerald tomorrow. So Tarot Stash is there. I don't know who that guy is. So oh look, Neem is here.
Neem.
Neem. Hi, Neem. I did that just for you. So Neem is welcoming everyone, and there's lots of love between Wandering Mountain Bardic Path and Neem. Oh, Kim is here. Hello, Kim. And the lovely Sandra. Hello, Sandra. Thank you for the glide this morning. We're getting going. So, Ishi is here. Hello, Ishi. Say hi, Chris.
Hi. Hi.
You're like.
I'm caught in the headlights. What can I say? This is why I let other people host lives, because I would be terrible. I'll just be like sit there and look at the comments, and it's hard for me to multitask. But hello, hi everybody. I saw Robin and Jamie and Neem and
yes, and Naomi is here, and Robin.
Naomi.
Hello, Robin.
And Sandra. Saw Sandra.
Robin has Robin has a radio program. I think is it next Monday, Robin? Which sounds exciting. So I'm looking forward to that. Naomi, is she? Neem Tempt him with a flash and gasp instead of a show and tell. Dex, people, Dex.
I have not heard that before, Neem. I like that.
There you go. Debbie is here. Hello, Aquarius Owl. and Neem, every time that you're here, Neem, it'll be there. I've got it. I mean, I've got all these things. So, all right. So, oh look, Regina is here. Regina Tarot. So this is lovely. And so yeah. So thank you for joining me. And I thought, oh, Robin said it's tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern. Dark Day Escape Pod, Disco Long Players at luminariamusic.com. So, like, woo! So, I'm looking forward to that. And Richie is here. Hello, Longman Tarot.
Hello, hello.
Jamie said there's a slight echo.
Still?
But I think it goes in and out. Maybe
It's
when
weird.
I get excited and I shout. So, all right. So, Chris, today is the summer solstice. Anything that you want to share about what you have done for the summer solstice?
Let me see how to phrase this, because a lot of what I'm doing is kind of personal stuff for today and next couple of days, and have already started. But I've been through some weird stuff past few months, and my kind of focus right now is to kind of pull back and sever some ties that are kind of still draining me, and just sort of realign.
Okay.
So I'm rooting, I'm reclaiming and recharging for the solstice.
Beautiful.
Beyond like any particular magic target, no, it's just like, it's all like kind of just get back into some grounding and alignment and
beautiful
protection and let go stuff. So yeah.
I like that a lot. Well, we did our big celebration yesterday, and I made some these are honey honey cake, and it's in the shape of bees. I think you can see the bee
and
there.
Honeycomb.
So I made two, one for you, but
thank you.
Everybody else has to share. So, but they turned out really well. I was very
They look awesome. You had mentioned right before we came on that you had done stuff with your coven. I don't think last time we talked, I knew you were still with the group, so that's cool. I miss my coven days.
This was the first. This was the first time in over a year that we've been together, and it was a very casual and powerful thing. So quite lovely.
The more I do ritual, public or private, the more casual events have been some of the more powerful and potent ones. It's nice. Like the people, when people are relaxed and then for me, when I've experienced when it's almost like ritual moments just seem to come up then almost, instead of like having everything formally planned out. So that's cool.
Sure. We've had a few more people come in, but Longman Tarot thanked Regina Tarot for the reading that she did for him on her live. So, and sip everybody if you haven't. So, is that crooked? See now Richard was talking about this and now I'm worried about it.
I see it perfectly.
Okay.
It reminds me of Indiana Jones, the first movie where the girls are in class and she closes her eyelids and It says I love you or kiss me or something. I can't remember.
Something like that. Yeah, it's hilarious.
When I was a kid, I thought that was so dirty. Oh my gosh, in class even.
Yes, but how many times have you done it since?
Oh, I haven't done it ever. I'm not that bold. I don't flirt with people, and I can't even tell when they're flirting with me. Like, you have to hit me over the head like a caveman, like, or I just do not pick up pick up on it.
Duly noted. Duly noted.
But if I'm comfortable with people, I tend to end up just flirting naturally. But if I'm like actually really like I'm just dumbstruck if I'm,
Yeah.
And then I don't ever believe anyone wants to flirt with me. So if they are, I'm just like, clueless.
Okay. We'll work on that later. Naomi thinks that that's really good for what you're doing, and my chat just jumped. And Chris Chow, reclaim me, sending heart your way. So
Thanks, Jamie.
Jamie does not share, so sorry everybody. I'll make some more the next time. So we have Kristen Louise Tarot here. Hello, Kristen.
Hi,
Glad
Kristen.
to have you here. And
Chili's here. Hey, Chili.
nothing says lovin' like a coven and an oven for baking honeycomb cakes. Yes. Jilly's here. Hello, little Zen Crone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. And okay, so I love it. Jilly. Hi. It's lovely. Oh, look, it's 11:11 where Jamie is.
Oh, wow.
So make a wish. All right, so Chris's Barely Balanced Tarot, links to his site is below in the description. So if I can't imagine that you're not already following him, but please do. So do you want me to show you mine first, or do you want to show yours?
Yes. We'll let the Scorpio be the icebreaker.
So one of the things that I just recently got was the 78 Degrees of Wisdom, and I got it as an MP3 audio disc, and I shared this on Friday with the Tarot de Marseille study group, and people were laughing because it's actually a disc. So, but I've been listening to it in my car, and it's quite lovely.
Cool.
So, and Justin Michael, who I don't think is here, he did an interview with Rachel for an anniversary for this is the 40th anniversary of this book.
Wow.
And it's awesome. And so
is she reading it or is someone else narrating it?
Somebody else is narrating it. It looks like performed by Colleen Marlowe.
So I love Rachel's voice too, so that would have been that would have been cool. Awesome.
All right, so you now have to show me yours.
Oh my gosh, I wrote all these things out and now I don't even know like what to start with.
Naomi loves your purple hat, as it appears. You appear rather purple today.
It's a black hat, and this is a black checkered shirt. It always shows up purple. Like I said, I need like a new camera. Everybody always thinks I'm wearing purple, but I do like purple.
Hi, Kathy. Join us. Chris is just getting ready to show us his. Just grab what's close.
We'll start with a face, and we'll just start with like that'll just be my first category. Doing creative stuff makes me joyful. So,
okay.
So I'll show you.
And I think this is okay because I don't think Mindy is here.
Does she not like masks? This is my bear mask that I made many, many, many years ago. I've only made 3 masks. I made a stag mask out of feathers and some kind of plants. Excuse me. And I made a a hair mask too, but I
So
didn't
did
keep
you
the other
make
two.
that?
I
Did you
made
make?
this. Yeah, I made this, and
Wow.
it's with plaster of Paris, but the frame for it is actually a milk jug, the half of a milk jug. So if I turn it
I'm
upside
gonna
down,
put you in the solo layout so you can show that.
if I do it
Oh,
upside down, you can see that that was the milk jug, right? The handle.
that is amazing.
So then I did all the paper mache, all the painting. This part here is actually sculpted with this, like, I don't know, what's this weird clay stuff? And I did teeth. There's a little bee. Whoops. Can you see the
Oh
bee
yeah.
on his nose? And then these are all feathers. This is feathers. And then I did the beadwork for the beads down here. Each one has a little different, like, little fetish on the end.
Beautiful.
So doing creative stuff. Oh yeah, there's the little paw print thing on his forehead. Doing creative stuff.
Yeah. And Robin said, amazing. I'd never have seen the milk jug. And Sandra and Naomi and Neem were all like, that's beautiful. And Naomi said, you need a purple hat. It really suits you.
I will have to get a purple hat for everybody since
There you go.
everybody sees it as purple anyway.
Oh, hi, Justin. Glad you're listening in while you go to the bookstore. Kim
Some
Moon
of these will
Whisper
just
said
show real quick.
that is wonderful.
My latest sort of creative adventure has been watercolor, which I started a year and a half ago, maybe. Yeah, I don't know anything formal about watercolor. I found a lady on YouTube that just has fun. Like she knows what she's doing, but she just has fun with it. So that's what I did. So I did this is sort of my first really good, or I thought was my first showable watercolor picture.
Beautiful.
And so this one's very concrete, I guess. As a Gemini, I have to explore both ends of the spectrum. So this was my second one that I actually really enjoyed, and it's much more abstract, sort of.
Oh, well, I'm gonna embiggen you again.
Oh, okay, cool.
There you go.
There we go. And this was done by doing the orange sort of colored layers first, and then going over, outlining them all in black, and then washing the black away to make the sort of. And I didn't know what it was going to be. I mean, it could have been anything, and then it just sort of turned into trees. So.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I don't know. Gosh, I don't know. I'll just stop there. I do bead stuff. I do malas. These are all in a tangle now.
Well, Kim said that those are beautiful, and Amber the Page said it's stunning, and Jilly said love those colors. So you got lots of appreciation for those, Chris.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. Beautiful. Ooh, is it my turn to show me? Show you mine.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. So, my anniversary of my first date was the beginning of the month, and Jeffrey bought me this. This
Wow.
is a pendulum box,
Oh, it's a
and
box. Okay.
it's a box, and it actually has a slide, and so it comes all the way out. And then there was a second box on the inside. So there's a second box on the inside.
So that's on. Oh, that's inside that box. Okay, so there's two boxes with the same design on top. Okay.
Yeah, and so this would be big enough for a tarot deck, and it even has a ribbon on the inside.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I think that's great. So this will be perfect for a tarot deck. And then I think the other one could be for a traveling altar, and it is. He found it off of Etsy, and I do not have, because it was a gift. I do not have the name of it, but it was just lovely. And oh, that's the other thing is when you look at this, it actually has a place to hold the cards.
Oh, wow. That is actually really cool. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So he should have surprised you extra with like a ticket inside the small box so you could take it traveling with you and use it, right?
I
Yeah.
will let
Well,
him know. I will
let him know. Let him know.
Yeah. Like, well, Chris said you have to do that.
So do you use the pendulum ever?
I do. I do use a pendulum.
I've used the pendulum since before I knew like most of us have with a lot of the stuff that we do. I used to take my whatever necklace I had on, and I would like this moves and this moves and this is fun to play with. I didn't do divination with it. I just played around with it, and then I like learned later like, oh, people do that for that. But
Right.
I've
Yeah.
I've always wondered because I've always seen the cool pendulum boards and stuff like the one you just got is really cool.
Uh-huh.
But I've never figured out how to use a pendulum board because it's either swinging up and down or back and forth or it's doing a circle, but the boards are always like a whole circle. I've seen some that are like half circles, so you could actually like just do a point that way. So do you use something like that? Have you do you? Oh wait. Okay, so it's got no no and then yes yes ah. Okay,
Yeah.
you need to get a smarter pendulum board. Okay, so that works. That works.
Well, depending upon
Ones
what
I've seen, I've looked at, and I'm like, but there's different stuff, and sometimes they have like the alphabet, and I'm like, but it can't. But that one works. That one will work. Yeah.
Well, it depends because I've actually used this, and I've also used the one that's the alphabet, the halfway.
Okay, so it was half an alpha or
Yeah,
half circle alphabet.
half
Yep.
circle. Yeah. Most of the time, I'm just doing yes or no questions. And so I will have, I'll have it, I'll have it swing in the appropriate way
Yeah.
for, tell me yes or tell me no. So,
And without a board, I just use it without a board.
yeah. And it
Yeah.
looks like Chris from Elemental Cartomancy is here. Hello,
Hmm.
Chris.
Handsome Chris.
So, all right. Let me catch up on chat. Everybody's welcoming Chris, so that's good to have you here. All right, Chris, whip it out. Show me.
All right, so another thing that brings me joy is learning. I will be an eternal student. Half the fun of being a teacher when I was a teacher is that I got to like learn and teach at the same time. Anyway, so my past 3 years have just been really heavy tarot, then learning how to totally read tarot differently, and then Lenormand, and then playing cards and still doing runes and stuff. So
Uh-huh.
I feel like I can kind of take a break from that for a little bit. Still, I have my practice and I can practice, but I am jumping into astrology now. So I just brought out it took me forever to figure out what I wanted to select as my resources
Okay.
because I know I've had this conversation with others. Can I cuss on your channel? Yes.
Fuck yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Anytime you dive into any kind of esoteric study, I mean, there's just great barrier reef of bullshit that you have to sort through
Oh, of course.
to get to the stuff either that resonates with you or that's like the stuff that you're actually going to learn from. So I finally found, I knew I wanted to learn Hellenistic astrology because I got to go back to like as far, foundations. And so I found Chris Brennan, and I'm sure people know him. He does, I found his podcast and YouTube stuff first, and then his website, and then I basically bought the books that he recommended, which were only like 4 or 5, I think. So very short list, but this is his book. And he actually like left high school early to go to some kind of school in, I think, California to like actually do so he's like done it. And then this is the book he recommended because she's funny. He's very academic, but he's like, this book would be good companion because she's like funny and like can tell you, you know. So I'm like, okay, that's the book I need.
Okay.
I need the cold hard facts and then the good stuff, and then everybody will know this one. Parker's astrology. If they're into astrology, I'm sure that's like the Bible. This one, the other one I got because I also needed like dummies for, you know, with cool pictures and like actual textbook looking like 4th grade headings and stuff. So
Sure. Yeah.
I got these just my dumb sort of backup, but they're pretty and they'll be informative. So whatever works for you works for you. So I am, after being into magic and stuff since I was 12, finally tackling astrology.
Okay. Ishi had talked about, you know, via gatekeeping, and you know, tons of stuff,
Yeah.
and it just goes back to that idea of it's my idea, and my high priestess said this is when people tell you not to read a book, that's the first book that you should read, because there's something they don't want you to know about it. But it also forces us, Chris, to you take a lot of information that you have, because there's lots of variations of knowledge, and you have to figure out what works for you and how you can use it.
Yeah.
So
what helps for me, I think, is, I'm sure we all do, we have sort of teachers or authors or people that do things and we trust them already.
sure.
And so if they have recommendations, you know, the sort of what is their network? I want Gordon White, I want to know who you learn astrology from, you know, right? So which is Austin Coppock, if anybody is interested.
Yeah.
But yeah,
good astrology.
a lot of like a lot of the big companies like Llewellyn and stuff, and I'm not I mean, there are problems, there always have been, but also, you know, at least they put stuff out that gets people interested too. But like a lot of the stuff that's popular isn't always the stuff you're gonna like end up actually learning from. But
hi, Zane. Sandra says she has the 3rd book you showed.
Oh, which was the 3rd book? I was just flashing them. I was doing the flash and gas, wasn't I? The 3rd book. Parker's? Was it Parker's?
It may have been for the dummies.
I think it was the Parker's. That one?
So.
That's big.
Yeah. So.
Cool.
But
sip.
It's always good to keep learning, isn't it?
Yes. My partner doesn't read. Like my best friend, all my best friends didn't read. Like, I don't know why we're friends, because like I can't imagine a world that you don't do that and like you're not constantly learning, you know. But I don't know, maybe opposites attract, because I seem to like get along with people who don't, like, you know, I don't know. Maybe they lead me astray into things that I normally wouldn't get into.
Sure.
Like Gerald.
Is the dummies one with pictures.
And that is just my description. This is not actually the dummies. There were this one is actually the quality of this one's really cool, and the pictures are like stunning. And this one's more like a sort of a textbook with like you know, the heading stuff. But I like, these are visual aids. That's, you know, that's the shit they were trying to get me to teach. You know, how do you do visual aids? And when you're learning how to, you know, read poetry and novels. Kinesthetic learning doesn't go really well with
it's something
with English.
So All right, so I will show you. I bought this. This is from Innovative Journaling, and they call it their vintage weather toolkit.
Oh wow! I was gonna
And
say you should let us guess what it was. I was gonna guess like your traveling wand.
well, actually, so it's a lovely blue. You can't really see it. It's a
Oh yeah,
lovely
it looks black.
blue.
Yeah, it looks black.
So it's blue, and I bought it because my Athame will go in it for
Mm.
when I put into my. So I'll carry it in my bag. So I love that. So
You should have showed us your Athame.
I'm not going to show that.
Oh, okay, got it.
We're not casting circle or anything like that. So we won't be doing that. So
Got it.
so. Um, the other thing that I have, and a few of you may recognize this, I have a soapbox, a box of soap.
Mindy was on her soapbox earlier today.
Yeah,
Is that where we're going? Is that where we're going?
she's not here, so
She's not here.
but
She's
Chris
not here.
and a few others saw this, so it's a soapbox. So I brought a soapbox.
Yeah, I think Chris was supposed to get his Golden Dawn mouth washed out, right?
Oh gosh.
Speaking of astrology.
Oh my. So what else you got? Show us yours.
Uh, well, I just grabbed these. So we're talking about tools. I like to create. I like to dabble in all kinds of stuff. But when it comes to tools, I do like to, as much as possible, create my own tools. So I have a couple of brooms here that I made. This is from an oak tree from back home.
Oh,
That I used to sneak out of my window at night on the full moons and go trips around in the fields and the forests all around the house. Imagine, little bitch. But we had no oak trees in our yard, and we had like everything else. So I found a little oak tree and brought it home and planted it. It's a huge thing now, but this is from a branch of that.
hi,
And
Jonathan.
the stuff here is also from home. My grandpa called this sagebrush, but I don't know actually what you call it. But
Oh,
it does
nice.
two things. So he actually used to make brooms out of it, and this stuff will grow. There we go. Like it'll grow. That doesn't mean anything.
Uh-huh.
It can grow really tall, and he would cut it and just like wrap a thing around the stalks and not even use handle or anything, and it would just be a little broom. But it blooms, and if you can catch it while it's blooming and
Oh.
dry, then it has this really feathery thing to it. So this is another broom that I made.
Uh-huh.
And this handle actually is also from that tree many years later. And it used to be a wand that had crystals on each end. And I just sort of repurposed it because I wanted a larger broom. And this one's quite a bit bigger
Yeah.
than that one. So this one's like my inside broom. And this is, for like
You're
a little
outside.
bigger dramatic for outside stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't fly on either one of them.
They don't fly. Well, they're in for they're in for their checkup, right? To fly. So, Sandra said that's lovely, the feathery look, and lots of people enjoyed that. And hi, Nancy, glad to have you here. And I did make Chris laugh. And Robin said, if you have to be on a, is this going to work? If you have to be on a, why is that doing that? Really? If you have to be on a
Jonathan's here.
soapbox, it better be a dove one. Pass the piece, please. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, no Quidditch. My
No
Quidditch days
Quidditch.
are far behind.
Yeah. People were talking about how they really like seeing crafty stuff, and Robin says, I can't get over how crafty you are. Did you teach art too, Chris?
I did not teach art, and the only art classes I ever took, I took pottery class like 4 times because love pottery. I can't even go into how much I love it. But I never got a home set up because it's expensive to like do that stuff at home. So I took it at school and I took a couple of drawing classes, and that's like I don't know. I've just always like done stuff with my hands and things too. Even though I was little, I used to do little mud sculptures out in the.
Oh,
I was an only child. I had free reign of everything, and I
so
make little mud
everybody who's
sculptures and stuff.
listening, he was an only child, which means he was spoiled rotten.
We were not spoiled. We were poor. We were poor, but I never knew we were poor because we like grew everything and raised everything, and yeah, no, definitely not spoiled. We were.
So Neem said, if I could fly in my underoos as a child, you can surely fly on your broom. Give it a go.
I'll try it at the pool. That way, if I crash, I can just say I was jumping.
Well, you're cleaning the pool that way. You're cleaning the pool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just made my first broom last year, which was a very nice experience at a friend who was teaching me, and it's amazing all of the things you can put into a broom.
Yeah.
So, and Ishi said air dry clay or the stuff you bake to harden is the future. Similar to clay, but not completely the same. Yeah. So, but he's also a really creative cook. It's actually cook. So.
Yeah, actually, I miss being able to cook. Yeah. I don't do nearly as much as I used to because of my pain and stuff and things I have going on, but I still have pictures from years ago, so I just repost them. So yeah, this is what I used to do.
Chris missed it. He missed the the honey cake. So from earlier. So I made some for everybody, but Jamie doesn't share, so there's just one for me, and so that's okay. So I recently received 2 tarot decks, and I know you ordered a tarot deck from this place. Do you have your deck?
That's actually yes. That's those are in my deck list. So
okay. Well,
should we show them at the same time? Let's see. Which one are you showing? I'll show the other one.
Well, I actually got 2 different ones, and let me rephrase that. Tarot Sachet ordered a couple of decks. So, and so this is. Do you remember?
You got totally different.
I did get totally.
It is oh gosh, dark forest tarot something. It was. I can't remember. Dark Forest Tarot. I don't remember. I don't remember the name of it.
Justin just called us bitches, and we made him break his no buy streak.
Oh, sorry. Jesse got me started on these, so.
Yeah. But so I bought these. I bought 2 of them. And they're Rider Waite, and so Tarot Stash will be doing a flip through of them, but they're plastic. Oops.
Okay.
They're plastic, and this is the traditional one, but with the pink border, because Tarot Sachet needs pink. But then I also bought one. I don't like tuck boxes that don't have a thumb place for them.
Yeah, the tuck boxes these come in. I'm glad I opted for the wooden box. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other one, it's just a pink and white version of the Waitesmith. So.
Cute.
So yeah.
So they came in. We were worried that they.
Yes, they came in.
The shop disappeared.
Yeah, the shop disappeared and then reappeared. So okay, so all right. Show us the deck that you got.
All right, so same boxes. Do you love the boxes? they were kind of like loose when they came in. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to glue that. But if you squeeze them really hard around all the edges, it fits together perfectly.
So
So
basically, it's a box. It's that, and then
it's like a drawer. Yeah, I'm sorry, we're showing people things, right? It's like a drawer.
Oh, look how it works, everybody. It just goes in and out.
But there's a lot of really cool detail, like on the little corners and stuff, and yeah, they're really, really cute. I'm actually going to. I have like a couple of wraps, and then now these boxes for decks that don't have a sturdy box. I kind of just trade them out when I'm taking stuff around. So these boxes I'm definitely going to use for that too. So then I did. So I'll show you what I got in my order then, which you've already seen. A lot of people have seen these, but
I'm finding I'm finding the shop. So
yeah, it has reopened. It has reopened, by the way.
Reopened.
So I got the two vintage.
I'm gonna embiggen you. I'm gonna embiggen you.
The two vintage, and they both had the same backs. And this is that's the Marseille one, actually. I went to get the RWS one because I saw Jesse had posted it. I think in the Hermit's Cave. And I'm like, oh, that looks cool. And then when I went to order, I think she had just listed the Marseille. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to get that, of course, too. So it's based on the Grimaud, or the what's his name? Paul Marteau, I think is the actual artist, which is based on Conver. I know some of my Marseille nerds are in here, so that's the deck that this is based on. But it's just, I love the cardstock. It actually just feels like old cards, and I love the way that she did the vintage thing on them. But I'm definitely gonna have to do this, show these on my channel, because I'll take up all of the rest of our time talking about them. They actually do bring me joy. And then this is the RWS one. Same. There we go. And then, so it reminds me a lot of the vintage Pam, but the cardstock's way different. And I just love, like, it just feels like an old pair of cards passed down from a family. And oh gosh, I just can't stop touching them and looking at them and fondling them, and I love them. And I bought them on sale, and I noticed that now her shop's back up. They're most of her stuff is still on sale, so I don't know if it's like a permanent sale, and I think they're only like 19 something right now. At least
I just posted it at Tarot Cards Dark Forest on Etsy. And they're really inexpensive right now. So we've got some comments here. Let me get caught up while I was doing that. Sandra loves the pink. Apparently Scott and Kristen Louise said I was doing something dirty. I know not of what they speak.
Oh no.
Yeah, Justin was like, on these boxes are really cheap at some of the places. So
yeah, Jessie Driscoll was tracking it, because when she closed her shop down, we were wondering, is she an actual person, or is it like the Chinese company? Because then she started seeing them pop up all over the place, and we christened it the Brigadoon decks, because they'll pop up and then they'll disappear. They'll pop up and disappear. But as of right now, the actual shop is open.
Justin asked, wonder if that's the new thicker cardstock from Make Playing Cards.
I'm not sure, and I don't know if the two of us have the same cardstock or not. I've never felt, seen, touched anything like these. It's described as cardboard, but like craft cardboard, and they're thick cards, but they're pliable. But yeah, I don't know. And there's like a linen finish on them, but it's not like the hashtag sort of woven pattern. Right. It's like, it's almost more organic somehow. I can't even like really describe them. They feel wonderful, though.
Thank you, Naomi. She just posted the link. And if people, they go and like and subscribe to your channel, they'll see a walkthrough of that, right, Chris?
Soon, are you like calling me out? I haven't done a walkthrough yet,
No, I'm promoting your stuff.
but yeah, I'll do a walkthrough of those soon. But yeah, there's other stuff to watch.
Yeah, and Justin says, is it similar to the Sullivan's decks?
No, no, it doesn't feel.
This, I also paid a little extra money for a little bag. It's a stretch velvet bag.
Mhm.
So the this piece of wood slides nicely into this pink thing.
Nobody's being dirty on
No.
Gerald's training. Well, I got my bags were red, so
Oh, your bag is red. Okay.
they're naughtier than the pink.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Justin says he'll find out as soon as he orders one.
Yeah, I am actually anxious for Justin to get a copy. I'm glad he ordered it because he knows a whole lot more about cardstock, so he'll be able to either figure out what it is or describe it a lot better than I will.
Cool.
So
cool. Well, I'll let you show something else. Show something else.
Um,
And he pulls it out. I give you a box of soap.
Mindy's got to watch this, right? I have 3 other decks, new decks to me that I'm in love with. I'll just take the one on top. This is the Terra Volatile Tarot.
Okay.
See, Jamie has this, right? I think. A couple other people have it. Do you have this one? Have you seen this one yet?
I don't have this one.
Okay.
I know. It's hard to believe a deck that I do not have. So therefore, I am an underachiever. I mean,
no. Let's see. What am I doing?
Oh man,
there's a lot of extra cards in this deck.
Look at it. He's doing stuff underneath to where you can see his camera. What is he getting ready to pull?
All right, sorry. There are a ton of extra cards in this deck, so yeah. Here, no, that's extra. All right, there we go. I think that. Try to keep them sorted. I can't remember where I actually first saw images of this deck. But apparently I saw them and completely forgot about them because I saw a few weeks ago Danielle Christmas. I think she had posted another group, I think, some pictures of it, and I had just seen someone else had posted a couple of pictures, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really like that. So I went back to my wish list where I put things that I'm not going to buy immediately, and I went to add that to my list, and I had already written it down. So apparently I had seen it at some point somewhere. But the artwork, I think a couple people have done some walkthroughs. I haven't done a walkthrough yet because I wanted to work with it a bit before I do a walkthrough of this deck.
Jamie posted a link of this, I believe, the Terra.
Yeah. Thanks, Jamie. Jamie has this
Terra ravioli, but that's not right. So and yes, Neem, it's really I don't have it, and it's not just not in transit. I do not own it. So
it's been described as a collage deck, but I think I have looked on the 2 artists' website. They're a couple in Portugal. I think these are their original. I think this is all their original art that they've then have collaged and done stuff too, because their inspiration, like this looks like Klimt, but I don't think this is like Klimt collaged. I think they've done their own art because they were inspired by like engravings.
Did you
and
say
things from
Klimt? You didn't say
I don't know.
Right?
No, I said Klimt.
Okay.
Yeah, the artist Klimt.
Okay.
So anyway, but I'm blown away by the artwork. It's one of those decks that you're gonna love the artwork when it comes in, but then you just like fall in love with it. And the card stock is like perfect. Things are falling down for me. It's the linen cardstock that's all nice and bendy, so it shuffles. But it also comes with a completely 5th suit called Vessels. So you have your regular 4 suits, your cups, your swords, your.
Do you have a walkthrough of this?
No. I wanted to work with it before I do a walkthrough, and so that's what I've
if
been
you
doing.
subscribe to Barely Balanced Tarot YouTube channel,
You
you're
will
gonna
see a
find out
walkthrough. Yeah.
when he does that, right?
This may be a deep dive into this deck.
Okay.
Because that's why I've taken a while. I've gone through the online guidebook and like I said, the 5th suit. I was like, oh, it'll be pretty, but I'll put it to the side because I don't know what to do with extra cards that aren't tarot. But I'll do a demonstration of how I'm going to use that with this. So yeah, needed some time to play with this one. It's lovely. Love it. Love it. Love it.
That's good. That's good. Oh, I have another book to show, and it's related to something you and I talked about. Because I have one of the first things that I posted, I think maybe on the Hermit's Cave or in Barely Balanced Tarot, is that I had a copy of the Scarlet imprint of Solobusco Tarocchi.
Yeah.
And I did buy a copy of the book, The
Oh,
Game of
good. Yeah.
Saturn. And I'm glad I did, because I'm going to need it to really dive into it. It is a 300-page book, and with color reproductions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just
Yeah,
lovely.
it's a lovely book. I haven't even. I honestly, I have flipped through, but I haven't, honestly
But it's a
cracked
high
the
quality
spine.
book, and it came very quickly. It came from the UK, and Chris
Mm-hmm.
has posted a link to a video, and I'm imagining it's a video to a walkthrough of that card, of that deck that you had. So
Cool.
but
Yeah.
But
So
anyhow,
Solobuska journey, we might have to get together at some point and compare notes because
there you
yeah,
go.
I like we had talked before. That's a deck to read.
Yeah.
The author is a scholar of the time period and a practitioner. So he knows his shit, and even he has said he's only discovered mostly the first 20, the major arcana, that there is work for other people still to do for the rest of the deck. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, Chris said so. This is the link to young Chris's channel.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you, handsome Chris.
thank you, Chris. And you don't need to link anything. But Robin said, Lordy, you can sit on that book and make you taller. Yes. And it came with a very nice, a good quality bookmark.
Mm-hmm. Is that your first thing from Scarlet Imprint?
It is.
Okay. They're a phenomenal, they're a husband-wife team. They're both witchcraft practitioners, but yeah, like I said, every book that they publish, we had discussed that, is all astrological. Every book that you get is a talisman from production. Every step of production, they have timed everything astrologically. So,
and this is from scarletimprint.com.
mm-hmm.
So
Yes, Robin, there are some nasty cards in the Solobuska. The burning of the baby is some hermetic sort of ish instructions for not putting literal babies on the fire as an offering to raise spirits and talk to them, but it's supposed to be a metaphor for what a man can put on the fire, because they don't have, they don't bleed every month. They have other stuff they can put on the fire.
good Lord. So,
but what I find interesting about Solobuska is that everything the Golden Dawn wanted to put into their tarot, all of the esoteric stuff that they thought was in tarot to begin with, a lot of that crap and more is actually it really is in the Solobuska. Like it really is in there. So
so Richie's posted, guess what I bought today, Justin? and Justin was like Robin Wood, and I was just like going, I don't know, what did you buy today, Richie? All of us want to know. So anyhow, if anybody has questions for Chris, Barely Balanced Tarot, so if you can do that, follow him, or me, that would be good.
Ask me
Yes,
now or
Justin.
forever hold your peace.
Yeah, that's right, Justin. We're all like, well, what is it, Richie? What did you buy? What did you buy? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep. A Bobby Woody. I'm going to bring up that baby card.
Oh, Bobby Woody is a nickname for Robin Wood? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that, but that's
I'm not one of the
it's
cool kids.
card of the sun that you don't like. So, wait a minute. Bobby Woody. He knows her. Okay. I love it. Julie kicks in. Justin Michael, drive, man, drive. So yes. So, all right. Where did we leave off? I was
I don't
promoting.
know. I want to know when we're all getting together for a big like North American tarot event, so we can all like hang out for days and just have fun. Wouldn't that be fun? Is it your turn or my turn?
Chris said he got the complete Lenormand book today. Is it this one, Chris, for is it The Truth and Story, or is it a different book? So, because I have
Chris, is that the Mary, what's her name? I can't remember. It's not Mary Greer, is it? No.
Oh, I don't know. And
He'll tell us.
Everybody says that we should do this and make it happen. Chris, you should write
Caitlin
you should
Matthews.
teach a Solabusca Zoom room class.
Oh, Lord, I don't know. It may be a while before I actually tackle learning the Solabusca.
Yeah, it's the Caitlin Matthews one.
Caitlin Matthews. Yeah, and yeah, Naomi, I think. Yeah, Naomi put it in there. Yeah, Caitlin Matthews.
And
that's a good book. I think that's the book I have. That's a good book.
Scott says that that's a good idea. Be careful, Scott, because I'm going to be saying the same thing in our live tomorrow. At Scorpio Moon Tarot at our Chasuble tomorrow, and we're going to end up having to do something. So,
well, if we're making plans, I'll just go ahead and say it. You should all come to Pensacola.
Okay.
Enjoy the beaches. We'll get a big, I don't know, a couple of condos, and that way I won't have to travel. Just all come to me.
So Naomi wants to know, Chris, Elemental Cartomancy, if you're enjoying the book yet. Now, I'm taking Kelly Fitzgerald's Lenormand class. I don't know much about Lenormand, but I have purchased probably about 7 or 8 Lenormand decks, and I have also purchased some playing cards so that I can make my own Lenormand, because
nice.
Wandering Mountain Bardic Path had said one of the great ways to learn it is to make your own. So I can't do anything easily. So I purchased some small decks, just some small playing cards. Ooh, and one of these that I bought is a bridge size deck.
Shiny.
And, it is shiny, and I got it because it was on sale. And hang on. And Chris said it's brilliant, Naomi. Just got browsed through so far, and I haven't gotten a proper into it. Came this afternoon, and that's cool. And apparently Scott thinks I am harassing him by saying that be careful, but so I got it's gold foil.
Oh wow.
So this deck it's shiny. So um, so I was excited for this, and I thought, ooh, wouldn't this be nice to manipulate these and make them into a Lenormand deck? But I'm not sure. So we'll see.
I think you should. I think you should. I think it's a very fun thing to do. In one of Kelly's videos, she always usually puts out like a little like, here's some good decks to go through in the Norman. Can't remember the last one if she showed. She did. I think she calls it her Apocalypse deck or something, where she took
Yes.
some playing
Oh,
cards and she just like
yeah.
sandpapered them and then just kind of stenciled in like not even symbols or pictures, just the words, because like it's all you need for Lenormand. I've been tempted to do that, but haven't got around to it yet. But I think you'll love Lenormand. I think it's fun to go from tarot to Lenormand because I think you get Lenormand can enhance your tarot practice, where I don't know that it works the other way around. But
Yeah.
I'm excited for Lenormand class. This will be
Yeah.
my third one with her. I retake them every year, but bunch of boys this year. You, Chris, Robin, I think Justin, Jonathan.
Richie was
So
thinking about taking it.
plus a bunch of other people that are, we already know. So cool.
Neem, I do have the Rana George book, or I have the Rana George book itself. And so I have moved it to where I can't get it. And Robin asked me if this is aluminum and I could bake cookies on these. And actually it is not. So
do you read playing cards?
I don't. So
Okay.
it'll be very interesting.
Kelly has a playing card class sometime after Lenormand.
Well, tell you what, if people who follow the Tarot Stash saw that last week I did a flip through of the decks that I've purchased. So, and it's like, oh my gosh. So, Jonathan is in the Lenormand class, and the Tarot Bros are descending on the Lenormand world.
Tarot Bros.
Us rowdy boys will be rolling spitballs in the back row. So, and Neem says, I so have to practice focus for this class because with you, lot, it'll be like. Well, let me tell you, I understand that the TA will probably put us in the place. So,
who's the TA?
The TA, I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
Oh no.
But Justin hasn't committed yet, and he'll probably do playing cards for sure. So
yeah.
All right, you have a deck out. Whip it out, sir.
So I was so happy to finally get the Tiltwick Tarot. This is the
beginning you.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Second edition. Do you know about this one, Gerald?
I have heard about it. Jamie has talked about it, and I was calling it something else, and it wasn't Tiddlywinks. So
Tiddlywinks. So the artist actually died a few years ago.
Yeah.
And this was his only, well, this is the only tarot I think that he actually produced. But oh my gosh, he did like 5 Lenormands and like a playing card oracle and a couple of different playing card decks. He was pretty prolific. So the first edition was long out of print. And his brother actually has kind of taken over lovingly to reproduce his decks and keep them out in the market. At least so this is the second edition. Finally, I was able to get mine. And so the thing about this deck is that it is sort of like just walking through an old mansion. And so each card can just really dig into the objects and the room and stuff in there to get a feel for, what the room or some of them always feel like altars to the different
Right.
archetypes of the deck. So it's beautiful. And this one comes gilded in copper, which I don't know if I have any other decks that are in copper.
Yeah.
The first edition's in gold, but it's just beautiful. And I got 4 of his Lenormands, 2 I bought from Mindy, 2, and there's still more. I'm in love with the artist's whole collection. His art style is just, I don't know. It's very different, very different.
Well, Neem said something that is important, and I want to bring it up. She's like going, I take my studies very seriously. I'm a studious student. I focus like I'm going to get a grade. And I actually do the same thing, Neem, because I will be not chatting and filling all of these lines with notes about it. It's the way I learn. So
I used to be a good student.
now you're just a bad student or a bad teacher. Justin said, I think it'll be interesting for me learning from Kelly from scratch. This way I'll just stick to her method and not read too many books. Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. If you're coming into Lenormand for the first time, I think anything you learn from someone, Kelly always does a good job of like, this is how I do it, but here's some other stuff.
Yeah.
And you do, what's good for you. Because then I think when you do read the books later, and a couple of the ones mentioned here are good ones, you kind of already have that grounding, and it doesn't seem quite so. It would be overwhelming to me, I think, trying to learn the layouts and the lines and stuff from a book. So.
And Essence or Neem is trying to force Justin to come in. And Kristen Louise asked what time was the class, and it's 11 o'clock Eastern, right? On starting this coming Saturday. And so if you go to The Truth in Story, you can see the class there. So
Justin, this will be a great cohort for you to be in. So we'll have to tease Justin until he finally commits.
Justin is an adult. He can make his own choices. So, but Neem has said that. Well, actually, Naomi said I have the Wizards laid Lenormand from them.
Layered should be, yeah.
Layered.
Wizard layered, yeah. So beautiful. All of his stuff is so evocative. But that's why actually I was enchanted by this tarot. I actually have a sort of a story. I have had these recurring dreams since I can remember, of exploring old, big, I'll say haunted mansions, but there's not really anything ever scary in them. It's just full of old stuff and rooms, and I'm just wandering, and it's just, I don't know, like being at a giant antique store or something, and that deck evokes that for me. I've even developed a special spread for it.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like the Jungian psychology stuff, like the attic, the living areas, and the basement. Like that's sort of like how my spread's going. And so, which room's in the attic? Which one? You know what? And then what am I finding in there? I'll draw a couple more cards for. I don't know. It's a dream deck. Like it really, like it's a enchanting.
Give up, Naomi. It's all good. It's all good. So, but yeah. So and Neem says, but it's not tarot, it's Lenormand, Justin. There's cake on the last day of class. That's why I signed up. I thought you signed up, Neem, because you wanted to get access to a particular Lenormand, right? So, Chris
Can you hear
is
me?
frozen.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Do I refresh? What do I do?
Well,
let's see what happens.
I don't know. Well, he's gone. So that was Barely Balanced Tarot, Chris Yao, Barely Balanced Tarot, and he's showing me his after I show him mine. So, and he's back. So should I let him in, everybody? What do you think? We'll let him in. We'll be nice. So add to the stream. There you go. And he's
I'm
back.
So. I should have brought my scary mask to put on when I came back in.
Oh my gosh.
Let me in. Let me in.
See, and when that would happen, we'd have to wash ourselves with this box of soap.
But his lips are all sealed, so you can't. His lips are sewn. He might show up for class one day. Justin, you'll just have to be there.
Yeah. So, anyhow. Oh, Naomi suggested you need castanets.
Castanets?
Because when you were frozen?
Oh, when I was frozen, yeah. Because I talk with my hands a lot. Yeah. So if you do a snapshot of me.
Yeah. And Jamie said, my beautiful magnifier arrived. Ooh, now Jamie told me she has that deck. She's ordered that deck, but she also ordered a magnifier so she could really get into the images. So
Jamie, I need to is it a special magnifier? Because I need one too. Not just for that deck, but definitely for that deck. I've been thinking about it for a while, but when that one came in, I'm like, oh yeah, definitely gonna have to get a magnifying glass.
I think you would look good in a hat like that, Justin. So, and Jonathan is asking for pictures from Jamie. So, anyhow, and Robin is, I love the clinkety click of your musical ice in that tea glass, Chris.
Mine?
Every time you bring tea, yeah.
Oh, is that it?
There you go. Yes. Everybody sip, sip.
I'll do this.
Uh-oh. So we've been going for an hour and 12 minutes, and I want to be respectful of your time, who happens to be Barely Balanced Tarot, and his information is in the description below. So, and Jamie has posted the link for the magnifier that she got.
Oh, nice. Cool.
So, what else do you want to show us, Chris?
I have one more deck to show. Because I have been obsessed with the Gassman since Mindy became obsessed with it, I think, like last year.
Okay.
But I've been trying to track down all the decks that are related to it that have been made, because the Gassman itself, apparently, it's a TDM. I talking to you like I'm talking to all my other tarot nerds, and I forget.
And trust me, if I understand, Chris, I'll go like this.
I lean in. What are you talking about?
What?
So the Gassman itself was produced in several different colors. Valenza did one of those editions. There's been others. Yves Renal did one. But this is the Schaffhaus, and
yeah, just
colors.
Schaffhaus.
Yes, and the cardstock is, gosh, it's the wonderful cardstock. But the colors, this was not like from the 70s. This was not from the 60s. This was 1860. So the Gassman, I think, earliest was maybe 1840s. I want to say, but a fairly there's some cool colors, but this is crazy. So I saw this when I was tracking down other versions of the Gassman type. I don't know what to call it. I'm not I don't know all the technical terms, but these colors from 1860. This is just crazy. I had to have this, and so it was out of print. It's been out of print, but there's a guy in our Facebook group who's also in the Tarot de Marseille group, and I think, if I believe right, that because it's called the Sumatra edition. So I think this is his actual deck that this lady then used to reproduce. So this, like, a lot of us know the guy that actually owns the original to this that she used to
So Justin
reproduce
Michael
it. So.
asked, "Did you see the Italian one I showed by DeVecchi?"
I have not, so you'll have to tag me in that or something.
And these are both later decks. Yes, I would like to see earlier decks with that pattern.
This one? Yeah, I am preparing to do a comparison video with all of the Schaffhaus, Gassmann,
Wow.
the particulars that are of this style lineage. I don't even know what to call it, because I have several different copies. Some of them, the Tarot Classic from the 70s is one of those.
Sure.
Others that are based on it, but I have one more to get, and it's an Il Meneghello, and it is the Proche from 1804. So I would then have the Claude Burdell from, I can't remember, and then the Proche from 1804. I'm sorry, I'm geeking out. I'll anyway, I have one more to get, which is the earliest that has the pips and the majors that are particular to this deck combined that I know of. So
Wow.
Burdell has the pips, but they don't have the majors. So I'm kind of obsessed with this particular lineage. I don't know what to call it. It's the
Bye, Scott. See you tomorrow.
Anyway, Justin, I'll be doing a video, my first historical deck video, nerd TDM nerd video, I guess.
Nerds.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I just recently, and this will be the last thing that I'll show, and then you can show one. I recently picked up, because I watched it on Alex's channel, and I picked up the, oh shoot, I don't have it out of the box, sorry. I picked up the, geesh, it's tight. Talk, Chris, while I do this.
Oh, I'm sorry, Justin. I was looking at one of yours. We're talking about one of the later decks. This one's 1860. You're talking about earlier than that, I'm guessing, which is because the Gassman itself was 1840s. So yeah, some of the earlier decks, I guess Claude Burdell is half, but the Proche, I get that one in. That's 1804. So that would be like the earliest that I know of.
Oh, Regina, I want nerds now too. So, I picked up. I picked up the Arcane Bullshit.
Oh, cool.
Deck.
I have not seen a walkthrough of that.
Arcane Bullshit, and there will be a walkthrough coming up on Tarot Stash soon. But it's a hefty deck, and it's an oracle, and so it comes with a little thing. But all of the images are in black and white. Oh, nudity alert! Nudity
Yay.
alert! So it's weird. So
I like it. That's a cool cartomancy style. Yeah.
So yeah, and it's the deck is a lot of fun. So, and Regina Terra has been nerding out by rearranging her deck. So if I do that, Robin, then they will not be in order when I do my flip through. But I could just do this. Okay, here, I'll do this. Oh, here, Chris will help.
I'll help.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to put. Okay, so tell me when to stop.
Like bibliomancy style. I'm gonna make you go down, and then I'm gonna make you go back up. So keep on going. Keep on going. All right, now go back up. Go back up. And there. Yep.
One?
Yep.
That one?
Yep. That's the
All right.
one.
The card that we got is Thief.
Thief of Hearts. There's a heart in the bag being carried by looks like a wasp.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Meme says she has been so restraining. Here comes Gerald with some bullshit, literally.
Arcane. Okay. Arcane bullshit.
Yeah. So, and it doesn't have it. It's like how do they, I mean, what's the order of these? So, okay, so Thief. It's bizarre. Is there's no number on them. By the way, here's the back. So, really, okay. Talk, Chris, while I find the
oh my gosh.
Thief.
I can just I'll
so
start nerding out. And then somebody will bully me again. So
who's bullying you? There is no bullying.
Here we go. I'll just show something else. So in all my crafty creative stuff, none of that's
found it. Thank you. Something will be stolen. Wasps are very sensual. Beware of corpses, hoses, wasps, and wasps. Avoid lawsuits, booby traps, and murderers.
Always sound advice.
Always sound advice. So, okay, so whip it out. Show us what you got there.
Oh gosh. All right. So at some point on my channel, I'm going to do some poetry stuff because of all the creative, crafty, artsy stuff that I dabble in. Writing, but poetry especially is actually my thing. Since I was fell in love with poetry in 10th grade. Actually, that's why I ended up being a English teacher and everything. But so this is not all of my writing stuff, but some of it.
Okay.
But this one I'm especially proud of. And remember we talked about the weird, crazy end to my brief roommate situation recently, and he almost actually stole some stuff. Tried to, and anyway, he was taken to jail. This was one of those things that he almost took with him that would have broken just a hole in my heart had that happen. But this is because this was kind of the culmination of my graduate thesis that I actually did before I started graduate classes, because I had taken all of her classes, poetry classes, and had to start taking the graduate level. But the class was to write a cycle of poems that we tore apart and edited and revised throughout the class, and then everyone had to produce a handmade book at the end. So we had to learn how to do bookbinding. So this is actually a handmade. All the poems are original, handmade, hand-bound, stitched book. And I even did the cover. This is silk screen. We went over to her house and used her silk screen to do our cover. So this is a lot of stuff packed into that. And some of my proudest work too. So, and that is the only, besides this copy, because I made a few with the expensive, because I was a poor cheap student way back then. I made 10.
Poor cheap student. You were cheap. You weren't just affordable, right, Chris?
That came out wrong. I always had expensive taste, but could never afford them.
First, Barely Balanced Tarot was a cheap student.
So I only did 10 of these with the cool cover, and then these were my cheap ones. But these are the only 2 copies I have left in my possession, wherever else they are stashed in drawers around the world. But so yeah, had he
beautiful
broken the protective boundaries of the house and absconded with that or this, which were in his bags, and
oh geez,
yeah, it was crazy times.
So Naomi is very glad you got it back, and Regina said that would have been gut-wrenching to lose.
Yeah.
And Jamie said champagne taste on a beer budget. My Nana would say, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, frugal fancy. Frugal fancy. There you go. I love it.
Cool,
Well,
cool.
Chris, anything you want to say before we head out? Gosh, this has been great. And I think I appreciate everybody sticking with us.
No, I hope I haven't bored everybody with my nerd talk, and this was fun. Thank you. And thanks
Oh,
for
you're
inviting
welcome.
me, and look forward to hanging out and stuff some more. So
You're
thank
welcome.
everybody who
Yeah.
showed up. Thank everybody who showed up.
Yeah. And so, just for those who, this is one of the faces that, okay, so when I said, Chris, I need a picture for the thumbnail, a headshot for the thumbnail. And Amber said, this has been so much fun and you are never boring.
Thank you.
Regina said, nerd talk is the best talk.
I agree. I agree. I can go for hours talking to a bunch of nerds.
Yeah. I have so much fun in these chats. Thank you, Naomi. And, Naomi, if you want to show up and, maybe be on a casual, or I'll show you mine, you show me yours. We can make that happen. So, and just let me know. And yes, Neem, it is there. Frugal fancy. Boom. It's there. So, as my mom would say, you have champagne taste and don't even have beer money.
Hmm. Sometimes you have to make your own wine,
Yeah. You know what?
which I've done.
Naomi said she's been boring, and I'm like going, let us be the judge of that, okay? So, and thank you, Kristen Louise. Do it, Naomi.
It's
So,
Gerald's job not to make it boring.
yeah. Okay, so here's one of Chris's faces that he sent me. And then he sent me this one, which, to be honest with you, Chris, I'm like going, is that the look that you're going to give me during our live? You know? And
I don't know
there
if I
you
can
are.
reproduce that look.
There you are. And then this one, I was like going, I totally want to use that one.
Some of my students got to see that face once in a while.
Yeah. Thank you, Naomi. And I'm serious. I'm all, um, it's all good. Naomi likes the thinking man. But then there's this one, which is the, I would probably get that look if I did something like, I don't know, maybe mentioned like a bar of soap or something like that. So, but okay. And so Robin said grinder shots. And
I'll neither confirm nor deny.
and Chris Elemental Cartomancy says, I think we need to swap nicknames, Chris.
That's cute. Thank you, handsome Chris.
The
No,
non-perfect
well,
Chris.
the reason I sent him so many is the same reason I sent Mindy so many. I think when I did one of her lives, like, I hate pictures of myself, so I'm like, here's some pictures, y'all decide. And he's like, well, I'll find a way to use all of them.
And then there's this one, which is the creepy one.
That is
And
crazy
this is
eyes.
the creepier one. And this is the one where, Mindy's not here, so I can show it. So,
He might show up in class if you're in the Norman class next Saturday.
oh, good Lord.
But see, you can't wash his math out. They're actually sewn. You can't get in there. Mm-mm.
Did you just challenge me?
Do you know what that mask is? It is a little, I'll actually have to show you. Like, it's a floppy little thing that you just put over your face. And then my beard comes out like this big old, like, redneck scary person. And then with a hat and a hatchet, it's like scariest thing in the world for like $5. It's crazy. It's fun.
And
It only
you
comes
still
out.
have it, right? I mean, you still have it and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
all right. Well, and so I was like going, I was totally challenged. I'm like going, So, ooh, hey, look, somebody,
Oh.
wow. Okay.
Yes, we're doing it right.
So, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Um, okay, Regina asked, does anybody here know the best way to sanitize bones?
Good question. I need to do that.
You know how to do that?
No, I don't. I need to learn
Okay.
that myself. Good question. Yeah. I found finally, some bones at my grandparents' cemetery when I went to make an offering as thanks after the land sold and we were able to pay off my house recently. On the way out was just a whole bunch of animal bones, almost clean, which I have been trying to look for years just to do osteomancy, to do some bone casting. So look for some of those videos soon. And like there they were, just on the way out. And it was like a gift from the ancestors. I'm like, here. So I've got a cup of cool looking animal bones that I need to also learn how to clean. And then you also need to varnish them. I think there's some kind of varnish you can do to keep them clean and kind of protect them too. So I'll be learning.
Well, Jamie just posted a link to the new chapter tarot is on sale for $12.47 right now on Amazon, and it's like it's like it was like okay, so Chris and Naomi, bless you both, they were on it. It was a short war.
Smack them down.
Yeah. So I guess that says something that
I have been
that
wearing the horns, I think, like this is my altar right behind me, by the way. This way. How about I stand up? There we go.
Are you wearing pants, Chris?
Yeah, shorts. I never wear pants. I always wear shorts, even in winter.
Here,
Your
I'm gonna
Bridget
make you
candle.
solo. Go
Your
ahead.
you just got your Bridget candle. For those of you,
Yes,
this
thank
is
you.
my Bridget statue. So I purchased it, sent it to one of my druid friends in New York who did the painting of it, and there's like cool little Celtic artwork and stuff she done on that and stuff. So that's my lady, and I don't know. My boys are all to themselves on the shelf over there.
Okay.
Lots of horns and hooves.
Kristen Louise
Ancestor.
said I was going to ask who that was. It's huge.
Yeah, that's my
That
lady,
is what
Bridget.
he said.
This has been fun.
Yes, and I was not even wearing my troll hair when that person came in, and so the next time that happens, I will
Gotta
have
be on it.
hair. And Naomi loves the skull. So
Okay, let's way. This way. No, this way.
yeah.
I'll just stand up again.
So yeah, it's beautiful.
It is a Halloween decoration from years ago. It was just a skull, but it was such a cool ass skull that I just like had to use it. So when I do, you know what this means. When I transfer my Bridget candle to the next candle,
Yep.
this is where it goes. And so all over the years, and so I light that, and then I light my other thing, and then I blow that out.
Perfect.
So that is
All right. Well, my goodness, everybody. I hope people don't have to use a bar of soap to clean themselves after our live. So gosh, thank you, everybody. This has been great fun. And Chris, where can people find you?
Barely Balanced Tarot, right? Yeah.
And you can be found on YouTube.
Yes,
And
YouTube
do you have a
and
Facebook group?
Yeah, I do. It's the same name, right?
Barely Balanced Tarot.
I think I changed it recently. It was longer. Yes, I think it's just Barely Balanced Tarot now. So I guess some of you can confirm. I'm not even sure. We just have fun and nerd out.
Yeah. So, all right, everybody. Thank you very much. And tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, Scott from Scorpio Moon Tarot is going to be doing a live with me, a casual, and we'll go from there. So let's see. LOL, Jonathan. Apparently, they are gonna send some angels. Hopefully, Charlie's angels.
Hey,
Gerald,
my
can you
last
do this? I
my
mean,
last chaos my last
I,
chaos magic course was on angels, so send them. I've already been working with them.
yeah. I mean, the
Bring it.
question: which Charlie's angels? It's the original ones or the ones
The
where they
original, the
started bugging
original.
people out? Because
Oh, the
my
original.
hair might be long enough to actually feather.
Who was your favorite? I don't remember all their names, but I can tell you who they were, and you can tell me because I can't remember names. Who was your favorite angel? I
I
grew up
liked
on them. So.
the smart one, but I didn't really watch them. I was too busy watching $6 Million Man
Oh,
and the Bionic Woman.
my middle name comes from him. So everyone that knows me before I moved from home actually calls me Steve, because my mom was infatuated with what was his last name? Steve
Steve
something.
Austin.
Yes, infatuated with him. So when they were asked, she wanted a boy so bad. She was sure she was going to have a girl. They had girl clothes picked out for me. I guess that that was her luck. I don't know. Um, so they had girl clothes picked out for me. They didn't. They had girl names picked out for me. So when they like, you have a boy, what's his name? I don't know where they got Christopher from, but Stephen is my middle name, and I grew up being called Steve. And so when I moved here, I was like, everyone starts out calling me Chris because it's my first dang name. So I'm just like, that's just easier. Yeah, Chris is fine. So yeah.
Yes, and I agree. "Send Me an Angel" by Real Life was a great '80s song, and trust me, I might have danced to that out in the '80s because being young and in the '80s with really blonde hair and not weighing a lot, and I don't understand why my clothes shrunk and they were all so tight on me when I was going out to the bars. I don't understand.
It's a mystery. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's a mystery.
So,
Time marches on, and eventually you realize it's marching across your
yeah.
face.
And the Bionic Woman, yes, Gerald. I was watching Bionic Woman recently, either on Prime or Hulu. The sound effects when she's doing bionic stuff, it still excites me. I love that. And I had the $6 Million Man game, the
Mm.
board game. So it was completely Austin. It was completely Austin. So, and my youngest son was a day old before we named him. Yeah, I think you just have to name him before you leave the hospital, right? Um, oh, and Naomi,
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Best thing about Wonder
Uh,
Woman, I loved it, is the fact that she could spin around and change her outfit that quickly.
mm-hmm.
How awesome is that?
Oh, I love Linda Carter. So awesome.
Power
The
Rangers all
best, the best drag show, Gerald, I ever saw. Speaking of spinning around, was at this big club called Backstreet in Atlanta. Back in talk about dancing days. That was we stayed up dancing all night long till the sun came up. But she came out. I didn't even know that she was doing Wonder Woman. She came out in the navy suit with the hair and the cap and everything with some really hot dancers. And they started playing the Wonder Woman music. And I was like, what? And then she turned around and then it like went poof. And then she was in the outfit. I was just like, my jaw was on the floor, screaming like crazy
yeah,
little thing. Cause that was just like, I don't even know. That was magic on stage. It was crazy.
yeah. Chris said that he liked Power Rangers all the way, and Neem is saying that
Ugh.
older sons grew up on Power Rangers. Geesh, I'm old. No, you're not old, Neem. You're not old,
Mm-mm.
Neem. I'm old.
No, I grew up on He-Man and Thundercats and oh gosh, Super Friends.
Super Friends, love it.
I
Yes.
was watching Super Friends last night. HBO has all the seasons, all of them.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Saturday
awesome.
morning cartoons. Kids don't get to experience Saturday morning cartoons anymore. It's sad.
Shira. There you go.
Hera.
Shira. Oh, look, and Neem is like thunder, thunder, thunder. Super Friends.
Super Friends, yeah, and
Romper Room.
Spider Friend, Spider-Man and his amazing friends, X-Men. There we go.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And the after school specials, yes, after school specials were a big deal. So, all right, everybody, thank you so very much, and
Thank you, thank you.
make sure you like and subscribe Chris's channel. Please like and subscribe mine. Blah blah blah. Join me tomorrow to welcome Scott of Scorpio Moon Tarot for his first ever live.
Yay.
I'm the one who's got him on a live first, unless he does something between now and then. So anyhow,
And he has a brand new channel. I don't know if he's posted any videos yet, right?
he
I'm not
has.
sure.
He has
He
posted.
has. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right.
Yes.
We'll have to check that out.
And Robin, I do remember Captain Kangaroo.
Mm-hmm.
So
I do too.
Jonathan was Super Friends, Fraggle Rock, etc. And Neem watched them with her children. So I liked Fraggle Rock. That was fun. So
Schoolhouse Rock. I miss Schoolhouse Rock.
Oh, Schoolhouse Rocked, yes. Did you see the musical?
Oh no. No. Did I know about that?
There was
I
a
don't think I knew
musical.
about that.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
they strung all of them together, and it was awesome. And they encouraged the audience to sing along.
How
So
fun.
it was great. Oh, Regina mentioned DuckTales. Yes. Yes, I do remember referring to the news.
I remember the Muppet Show. Oh gosh, I love the Muppet Show.
Oh, well, look, Patrice is here. Hello, Patrice. And Vernetta, give her a hug. So this is wonderful. The Great Space Coaster. Wow. Okay. Well, all right.
We
So
could be
we've
here
been
all
chatting
night.
about our TV shows growing up. You all have been wonderful. Come back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern to welcome Scott to his first live, because he may be a little nervous. So, but all right, everybody. Thank you. Bye.
Gerald, thank you for hosting, and you make everyone feel comfortable. So thank you.
Thank you. So Naomi should contact me to join me for a live.
Yes. Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
I was trying to. What did you say? Oh, you're talking to me. Okay.
All right. Bye, everybody.